Captain Harlan Price slammed a datapad onto the table. Cade. Coalition's shoving a liaison down our throats. Very Selm. She's yours for the patrol. Staff Sergeant Mara Kade snapped upright from checking her squad's ammo crates. Minutes ticked down to wheels up. She eyed the slender alien stepping through the hatch. Very Selm, 4-foot frame wrapped in coalition grays, multifaceted eyes flickering under helmet lights. Antennae twitched.
With respect, sir. Patrol's hot. Grid's crawling with hostiles.
Price jabbed the pad. Orders from above.
Show her human grit, or we'll lose leverage.
He glanced at Very. She observes. You lead. Mara nodded once. No time for debate. She grabbed Very's arm, cool, chitin-edged skin, and pulled her to the squad bay. Protocol starts now. Gear up. Very's mandibles clicked. I am observer only. No combat certification. Your squad asset. Mara thrust a vest at her. Straps here. Helmet seals like this. Boots thudded as her team. 6 humans. Rifle slung. Watched. Warrant Officer Toma Iqbal smirked from the tech bench, patching a drone. Very fumbled the vest. This exceeds parameters. Mara cinched it tight. Parameters changed. Stay in my shadow or get extracted in a bag. She slapped a sidearm holster onto Very's thigh. Point and shoot if pinched. Toma slid over a comm patch. Sticks to her neck, Sarge. Translates basics. Mara tested it. Sound off. Squad good. Her fire team chorused. Very's voice buzzed through. Compliance. Mount up. Mara shoved Very into the dropship's jump seat. Engines whined. The bird lifted, banking toward the zone. Dirt exploded 50 meters out. Live fire cracked as they hit the LZ. Mara kicked the ramp down. Bounding overwatch. Move! Her squad leaped. 2 by 2, low, and fast. Very froze in the hatch. Mara yanked her out. Drill now. Mirror me. She dropped to a knee, rifle scanning. Bullet whined past, low crawl 20 meters. Go. Very hit the mud belly first. Limbs splayed. Plasma scorched the air. Mara covered, popping rounds into a ridge shadow. Faster. In place behind that rock. Biary scrambled, gasping through vents. Antennae plastered flat. She reached cover as Mara's squad laid suppressing fire. Tracers zipped. Up! Mara hauled her. Bound left flank. Copy my steps. They dashed. Short bursts. Zigzags. Very mimicked. Awkward, but gaining rhythm. A sim drone buzzed overhead, logging the chaos for command. Toma's voice crackled. Sarge. Hostiles probing east. 5 minutes to rally. Mara shoved Very prone. Suppress with me. She fired controlled bursts. Very's sidearm barked. Wild at first, then tighter groups. Coalition tech hummed in her grip. Drill ended at the patrol rally. Squad reformed, breathing hard. Very clutched her rifle. Multifaceted eyes wide. Humans moved through fire as routine. Mara reloaded. Routine survival. You copied clean. Comms pinged. Alien channel. Commander Jesseral's voice. Sharp. Very Selm. Extraction inbound. Human inefficiency confirmed. Report to shuttle. Very straightened.
Commander,
Mara snatched the patch.
Negative, Rawl.
Cells under my command. She's drilled and greenlit. She patched to Price. Captain. Signing responsibility. She's asset, not liability. Price grunted. Old Cade. Results or your ass. Proceed. Rawl's feet hissed.
Human. You endanger her.
She's safer with us. Mara cut the line. Very stared. You blocked extraction? Mara shouldered her rifle. Squad doesn't ditch assets. Night patrols next. Learn signs. Dusk bled into black as they pushed out. Stars pierced the smoke haze. Mara led point. Very glued to her 6. Squad fanned in V, boots silent on scree. Hand signs only. Mara whispered. She flashed. Fist circle. Thumb up. All clear. Very hesitated. Mandibles parted. She copied. Stiff but exact. Trail narrowed. Mara signaled. Halt. Listen. Rustle ahead. Her gloved hand clenched. Enemy patrol. 3 tangos. Thermal ghosts. She signed. Enemy front. 3. Flank left. Barry's claws formed the shapes. Perfect. Toma flanked wide. Drone whispering data. Mara crawled forward. Tangos chittered, skitterers, insectoid grunts. She signed, engage, silent, knife out. Mara lunged first, blade sinking into throat plates. Hot ichor sprayed. Barry mirrored on the second sidearm, silenced, precise headshot. Third spun. Toma's garrote dropped it. Squad cleared the kill zone. No alerts blared. Barry wiped her blade. Wait. She'd grabbed one from Mara's kit. Your signal's intuitive. Coalition briefs called humans reckless. Mara grinned in the dark. Reckless wins wars. Com stayed silent. Trust sealed in blood and mud. Then, a new ping. Price. Kade. Ambush confirmed inbound. Heavy. Hold or evade. Mara eyed Very. The alien nodded, hands flashing. Fight. Her call. Quad tightened. Engines growled distant. Skitterer armor closing fast. Plasma bolts ripped through the lead element. Toma's drone exploded in a fireball. Shrapnel pinged off Mara's helmet. Very froze in the open trail. Mandibles agape. Eyes wide on the skitterer tanks barreling down. Mara lunged. Grabbed Very's carapace harness. Yanked her behind a shattered boulder. Down. The alien hit dirt hard. Claws scrabbled for purchase. Rounds chewed the rock above them. Squad scattered. 2 down, screaming. Mara slapped her squad net. Price, ambush heavy, lead element shredded. Toma's hit bad. Captain Price barked back. Hold the line, Cade. Jesseral's pulling her liaison if you fold. Coordinates. Now. Toma clutched his leg. Blood pulsed from a gash above the knee. Bone gleamed white. Mara dropped beside him. Rifle barked controlled bursts. 2 skitters dropped. Armor cracking. She ripped tourniquet from her kit. One-handed, looped it high on his thigh. Cranked tight. Toma grunted. Thanks, Sarge. Drone's gone. Blinded. Stay put. Mara sighted another tank. Fired. Hull sparked. Barry crouched low. Her coalition tablet glowed. I relay positions. Optimal target. Lead vehicle. Weak ventral plate. Mara glanced. No relay all tanks to Price. Prioritize the flanker circling left. They'll pinch us. Very's claws hesitated. Logic error. Lead tank blocks primary. Relay it. Mara snapped. Popped up, double-tapped a skitterer grunt charging through smoke. Very complied. Voice steady on open channel. Coalition observer Selm. Enemy armor. Grid 47. 19. 3 heavies. Flankers at 4820. Human correction applied. Price cut in. Artillery inbound. Cade. Flank and pin. Rounds. Zipped past Mara's ear. She smelled ozone. Burnt chitin. Squad down to 6 effectives. Skitterers massed. 20 grunts. 3 tanks grinding forward. Debris choked the trail. Wrecked drone parts. Boulders. Twisted metal. Barry scanned her tablet. Flank non-viable. Debris density 87%. Exposure risk. Mara grabbed her arm. Viable now. Squad. Sprint left through junk. Toma. Cover fire. Barry's mandibles clicked protest. Sergeant Cade. Probability of success. Move. Mara shoved forward. Boots pounded scree. She hurdled a tank tread. Rifle slung. Knife ready. Squad followed. Private Ruiz tripped. Mara hauled him up without breaking stride. Very kept pace. Claws flashing signs. Clear left. They hit the flank debris field. Mara slid under a flipped skitterer hull. Came up firing. Dropped a grunt mid-leap. Very vaulted beside her. Sidearm cracked. Precise double headshots on 2 more. Artillery whistled in. Shells slammed the tanks. Explosions bloomed orange. Skitters scattered. Mara pressed. Push. Don't let 'em regroup. They sprinted gaps. Very scans called impossible. Mara shouldered a beam aside. Ruiz boosted a private over rubble. Barry paused at a crevasse. Too wide. Jump vectors fail. Mara eyed it. 5 meters. She backed up, ran, leapt, landed rolling on the far side. Very stared. Then mimicked. Longer legs propelled her across. Claws dug in. Squad cleared the field. They poured fire into the reeling enemy. Grunts fell in heaps. Price's voice crackled. Good work. Rally point Bravo. Rails on my ass, says her liaison's compromised. Mara covered Very's reload. The alien met her gaze. Mandibles firmed. She signed. Together. 1 tank survived. Cannons swiveled their way. Mara yanked Very down. Toma. Status? Legs numb, can hobble. His voice gritted through pain. Skitterer reinforcements chittered from the ridge. More engines rumbled. Very tapped her comm. Commander Ral, human adaptation exceeds projections. Partnership holds. Static hissed. Then Ral. Acknowledged, Seln. Monitor continues. Mara grinned under her visor. Told you. Reckless wins.
Vary's claws formed the human thumbs up.
Precise. They tightened on the rally. But the ridge shadows boiled with skitterers. Heavy guns thumped. Price pinged. Urgent. Cade. Enemy dropships inbound. Extract or fight. Mara eyed Vary. The alien nodded. Hands signed. Fight. Her squad braced. Trust locked. But dropships darkened the sky. Dropships screamed overhead. Hatches blooming like venom sacs. Skitterers repelled in black waves. Claws scraping hulls. Mara yanked Vary into a shell crater. Buddy up! Ruiz. Toma. Blank left. Vary. Mirror my shots. Vary's rifle snapped up. Her longer arms cleared the lip first. Plasma bolts lanced out, vaporizing two mid-drop. Mara fired beside her, rounds chewing through carapace. The alien's mandibles clicked approval. No hesitation. Skitters hit dirt 20 meters out. Chittering horde charged. Mara's squad poured fire. Ruiz's grenade arced perfect, cratering 5. Toma limped cover, drone buzzing EMP bursts into their ranks. Vary signed. Reload sync. Mara nodded. They swapped mags without looking. One skitterer vaulted the crater rim. Mara rolled, bayonet plunging. Vary's claw pinned its thrashing leg. Together they stomped the skull. Green ichor splashed boots. Vary wiped her talon on its hide. Thumbs up again. Price barked over comms. Cade, dropships down. Rally Bravo now. High command's twitchy. Mara hauled Vary up. Squad, bounding overwatch. They leapfrogged rubble. Vary strides matching Mara's exactly. Buddy system worked. Locked her to Mara's hip from day one. No strays in her squad. Back at Rally Bravo, a gutted warehouse husk, Captain Price paced the command node. His eyes flicked to Vary. Squad dropped gear, Toma slumping against a crate. His legs swelled purple. Status, Price demanded. Clear, Mara said. Vary's tally matches mine. Partnership holds. Price snorted. Ral's screaming extraction. Says you're reckless with her observer. He leaned in, voice low. But keep her close. Use her. Coalition freaks bait some intel from those ridges. Skitter's love liaison chatter. Mara's jaw set. She stepped between them. Negative, sir. She's not bait. Buddy system. No one operates solo. She's squad now. Price's eyes narrowed. That's an order, Sergeant. Results, or court-martial. Vary stiffened. Mandibles parted. Mara held her ground. Court me later. Right now she's drilling medkit. Toma's hit. Price waved dismissal. Fine, but deliver, Cade, or Rao pulls her, and your leverage. Mara turned away. Squad watched silent. She grabbed the medkit dummy from Toma's pack. Rigid foam torso. Fake bleeds. Vary. Now. The alien blinked compound eyes. Training? Mid-conflict? Always. Mara slapped the dummy down. Toma's leg matches this. Sealant first. Pressure second. Show me. Vary's claws extended probes. Hesitant, at first. Mara guided. Twist here. Inject slow. Vary pierced vein sim. Foam. Blood. Slowed. Precise. Faster than Ruiz on first try. Toma grunted. She got it. Now me? Mara nodded. Vary knelt by his leg. No flinch. Sealant hissed. Toma hissed too. Cold, but numbs fading. Vary signed. Human pain threshold. Extraordinary. Mara clapped her shoulder. Your turn later. Eat first. She tossed Vary an MRE pouch. Combat food.
Eat it. Vary dissected the packet.
Scanned with her wrist pad. Nutrient density suboptimal. Sleep cycle disruptor. Mara tore hers open. Chili mac steamed. Tastes like victory. Trade you beans for this. She shoved half over. Vary sampled. Mandibles worked. Paused. Caffeine matrix. Endorphin spike. She pushed protein bar back. Exchange fair. Your resilience. Ingested. Squad chuckled. Ruiz passed jerky.
Alien candy?
Very took it. Nibbled, claws signed. Preserved muscle. Efficient. Mara chewed. Sleep cycles? Yours sink to light. Ours don't. We grab 4 hours. Fight 20. Adapt. Very's pad beeped. Coalition ping. She tapped response. Cultural exchange yields data. Human protocols integrate. Ral's voice cut in. Celled. Report viability. Human endangers you. Very met Mara's gaze. Negative, Commander. Protocols enhance. Trust metric. Optimal. Static. Then silence. Toma stood. Testing lag. Good as new. What's next, Sarge? Mara checked scopes. Skitterer scouts probed the perimeter. Engines rumbled distant. Perimeter watch. Buddy pairs. Very slotted beside her. Rifle ready. No questions. Price's private channel pinged Mara alone. Kade. Intel. Drop incoming. Use the alien or lose her. My call. Mara killed the comm. She glanced at Very. The alien's claws flexed on her stock. Ready. Distant thump. Artillery whistled in. Shells bracketed the warehouse. Walls shook. Dust choked air. Down! Mara tackled Very flat. Impacts walked closer. Squad scrambled foxholes. Very pushed up. Signed. Source. Mara scanned. Ridge guns. Price counter battery. Negative. He snapped. You're closest. Take them. Very's pad lit. Rawl again. Selm. Extract vector prepped. Human assault predicted failure. Very smashed it silent. Clause signed. No extract. Fight! Mara grinned. My squad. She waved forward. Bounding. Very. Mirror. They charged low. Lasers painting targets. Skitterer nests erupted. Very's bolts stripped shields. Mara's grenades breached. One gunner wheeled. Mara dove. Very covered. Claws raking its flank. They synced kill shots. Nest fell. Price whooped. Direct hit. Good work. But more nests boomed. Lasers slashed the dusk. Mara rolled behind a scorched crate. Skitterer rounds chewed the metal inches from her boot. Flank left, she barked. Squad leaped. Toma laid suppressing fire. Very mirrored right, her plasma bolts melting the nest's optics. Boom! Another gun swiveled. Mara snap-fired. It bucked and fell silent. Price's voice crackled. Ridge clear enough. Push the corridor. Coalition map says safe lane east. Very confirms? Very's pad chirped. She scanned. Claws tapping. Affirmative, Captain. Model predicts 0% intercept. Mara eyed the ridge drop. Wreckage littered the slope. A coalition drone, twisted rotors smoking. Its sensor pod gleamed intact. Iqbal. Mara waved him up. Salvage that bird. Patch a field fly. We need eyes now. Toma scrambled down, toolkit slung. On it, Sarge. Give me 5. Very crouched beside Mara. Drone failure irrelevant. Map static. Safe. Mara grunted. Static lies. Launch in 3. Shells whistled past. Squad hunkered. Toma yanked wires, soldered fast. Sparks flew. Motors hot. Sensors jury-rigged. It'll buzz, not sing. Good enough. Mara, grab the controller. Up. The drone whirred alive. Rotors bit air. It streaked low over the corridor. A jagged ravine choked with sensor stakes and buried charges. Skitterer mines pulsed red. Mara's scope lit. Real-time feed bloomed. Mine grid dense overlapping fields. Coalition safe lane threaded straight through a killbox. Maps wrong. Mara shoved the pad at Barry. Rewrite it. Human thresholds. We eat 10% risk like breakfast. Barry's frills flared. Shock and alien body language. Claws flew over her pad. Human model. Why? Accepts cascade failure. Optimal path shifts. Risk elevates to 27%. Lock it. Mara studied the new overlay. Gaps flickered where humans could sprint. Squad on me. Bounding pairs. Very. Mirror Toma. Step exact or eat dirt. Price cut in. Cade. Confirm safe. No such thing. Mara killed Comb. Move. She bolted first. Boots pounded gravel. Mine sensors pinged. Lazy sweeps. Drone feed marked the dodge. Left 5 hug rock. Toma matched stride. Clean Very hesitated a beat. Then lunged. Claws scraping for grip. Her longer legs ate ground. Plasma rifle swept arcs. Halfway, skitterer scanner whirred awake, retasking from the ridge. Red beam swept the corridor mouth. Faster! Mara vaulted a stake. Charge hummed underfoot. Squad poured fire back, suppressing the awakening grid. Very signed mid-stride. Human pace exceeds projection. One mine tripped. Dirt erupted. Private screamed. Leg shredded. Mara dragged him clear. Iqbal, patch. Toma slapped foam, sealed the wound. He's mobile. Scanner locked. Beams converged. Mara triggered drone kamikaze. It dove into the sensor bank. Explosion bloomed. Corridor end rushed up. Squad spilled out. Intact. Very panted. Frills flat. She stared at Mara. Claws signed slow. Trust metric, 90%. Mara clapped her shoulder plate. Symmetric. Price pinged. Status. Through.
Mara scanned ahead. Skitterer armor column rumbled into view.
Heavy tracks crushed the plane. Veyri's pad lit. Rawl's voice. Selm. Report breach. Human risk validated? Veyri smashed silent again. Validated, she muttered. Eyes on the tanks. Now we hunt. Mara grinned. Rifle up. Bounding. Mirror. They charged. Ridge guns fell quiet behind, but the column's lead tank slewed turrets. Autocannons spooled. Scatter! Mara dove into a ditch. Rounds plowed furrows. Toma unslung launcher. RPG hot? Wait. Mara eyed Veyri. The alien's analyzer hummed. Hacking the tank net? Veyri's claws danced. Tank treads locked. It slewed into its own line. Chaos erupted. Coalition trick synced with human fire. Price laughed over comm. Cade, your leverage now. Hold for air. No hold. Mara rose. Flank them. Veyri nodded. No pad needed. They synced. One tank brewed. Crew bailed. Squad mowed them. Another pivoted. Mara grenaded the track. Veyri stripped the turret shields. Toma patched the wounded private's brace. Your call saved him. Team call. Mara swept forward. Veyri flanked tight. Her frills pulsed. Approval. Human normal. Coalition extraordinary. Mara snorted. Just another day. Column broke. Survivors fled. Squad consolidated. Ral's channel forced open on Veyri's gear. Selm. Extract imminent. Human viability. Negative. Veyri cut power. Clause signed. Partnership holds. Price private. Keeper Cade. Results speak. Mara checked scopes. Dust clouds masked horizon. Reinforcements. Perimeter. Iqbal. Drone scraps for next patch. Toma grinned. Always. Veyri slotted beside Mara. Rifle steady. No questions. Distant rumble grew. Mara moved first. Their only map was wrong. Time was gone. Mara still moved. Dust clouds swallowed the horizon. Mara sprinted low across cracked Veracrete, rifle up. Veyri matched her stride, claws scraping pavement. Squad fanned out behind. Toma on point with drone launcher. Private limping but firing. Comms blackout, Toma yelled. Static hissed in Mara's earpiece. No price. No Rawl. Bow. Extraction window slammed shut. Enemy drones whirred overhead, painting targets. Lead tank burst from the murk. Main gun traversing. Mara dropped behind a slag heap. Rounds chewed the air. Decoy call, Mara barked. She ripped the radio seal, broadcasting open freak. Coalition heavies inbound. Grid 47. 1-9. All units converge. Lie. No heavies. Just bait. Enemy chatter spiked. Translators lit her HUD. Hunters diverted. Tanks slewing east. Veyri's frills flared. Risky. They trace. Worked. Mara rose. Squad pushed forward. Drones tealed off. Chasing ghosts. One tank lagged. Autocannon barking. Mara grenaded its sensor pod. Veyri's analyzer pulsed, frying optics. Toma hooped. Phantom's bodice clicks. Rubble choked the street ahead. Collapsed hab block. Mara scanned thermals. No heat beyond. Tunnel breach. 2 o'clock. Shelter now. She kicked in a grate. Dark utility shaft yawned. Air stale. Veyri hesitated. Breather mask deploying. Squad piled in. Mara last, sealing the hatch. Oxygen scrubbers whirred faint. Enemy boots thumped overhead. Scans pinged close. Hand count, Mara ordered. 1-minute breaths. Past the nod, she inhaled deep. Held. Tapped Barry's shoulder. Alien exhaled, slow frills dimming. Nod passed to Toma. Private wheezed soft. 5 counts. Air thinned. Barry's claws gripped Mara's arm. Trust signal. Mara nodded back. Enemy patrol growled outside. Voices alien thick. 10 counts. Lungs burned. Mara tapped again. Cycle held. Patrol moved on. Clear, Mara whispered. Push south. They crawled single file. Knees grinding gravel. Map lied. Tunnel forked unexpected. Mara picked left on dot. Distant booms shook dust. Exit grade glowed. Mara peeked. Alley tight. Enemy flankers probing. Private tripped, brace sparking. Legs out. Up. Mara slung him fireman style. Dead weight. But adrenaline surged. Barry covered. Rifle steady. Human issue adapted seamless. Close quarters choked them. Enemy squad rounded corner 20 meters. Mara squeezed trigger. First down. Virys shots cracked precise, stripping shields. Flank left. Mara grunted under load. Private moaned. Squad peeled around crates. Tracer round stitched the wall. Toma's launcher coughed. Smoke bloomed. Enemies coughed, blinded. Mara barreled through. Private bouncing. Very flanked tight, analyzer hacking a door panel. It hissed open. Sealed corridor. Inside. Ambush tight. 2 enemies braced, plasma charging. Mara dumped Private behind cover. Suppress! She rolled, rifle barking. 1 enemy dropped. Second pivoted. Barry's claw snapped. A vibroknife buried in its neck. Silence fell. Mara panted. Good hit! Very retrieved blade. Frills pulsed bright. Learned from you. Private groaned. Toma patched fast. Stabilizing. Needs evac. No comms. No evac. Mara eyed the squad. 5 left. Pinned. Enemy reinforcements closed. Drones whining. 60 seconds. Mara thrust her rifle to Very. Squad command yours. Lethal orders only. Go. Very froze. Claws flexing. Then. Iqbal. Launcher north breach. Private. Frags east. Cade. West. Suppress. Fire. Toma grinned. Tube up. Private lobbed explosives. Mara poured lead west. They redirected center. Analyzer sinking bursts. Enemy shattered. Breach exploded. Frags shredded flank. Survivors routed. Time, Mara said. Very handed rifle back. Squad stared. Toma whistled low. Coalition analyst gives kill orders, he said.
Human normal?
Very's gaze met Mara's. You're normal. Extraordinary. Mara snorted, hefting Private again. Move. Ridge ahead. High ground. They climbed rubble slopes, drones harrying. Mara dropped Private at crest, squad digging in. Enemy column massed below, tanks regrouping on her decoys trail. Price's voice crackled faint. Comms flickered. Cade, status, hot. Holding ridge. There's gold. Static swallowed reply. Ral cut in. Alien tinged. Seln extract vector live. Human compromised. Negative. There he snatched the mic. Partnership viable. Trust proven. Mara covered her, rifle sweeping. Enemy lead elements climbed. She fired first. Squad synced. Toma slapped a drone together from scraps. Eyes up. It buzzed aloft. Feed showed enemy heavies circling back. Decoy burned out. Tanks locked on their grid. They're coming, Mara said. Very slotted beside her, no space between. Claws signed. Together. Mara nodded, rifle steady. Trust sealed in fire, but heavies crested rise, guns hot. 1 shot would end it. No air support, no retreat. Mara keyed open channel again. All units, Ridge 5-2, 2-4 compromised. Fall back now. Another lie. Her last bet. Enemy hesitated. Chatter spiked. Tanks paused. Very leaned in. They buy? Not long. Mara grinned fierce. Enough! Shells arced. Squad dove. Dirt erupted. Mara hauled Very down, bodies tight. Impacts walked past. Tanks advanced cautious. Squad picked them. Very's hacks, Mara's grenades, Toma's drones. 1 brood. Crew bailed into crossfire. Another tract slipped on her mine. Price broke through. Cade, air inbound. Hold 5. 5 mics. Mara checked wounded. Private stable. Squad low on rounds. Enemy pushed hard. B shells whistled overhead. Mara yanked Very into the foxhole's lip. Dirt rained. The private groaned beside them, leg tourniqueted tight. "Air on station!" Price barked over comms. Jets screamed low. Bombs bloomed on the ridge. Enemy tanks vaporized in fireballs. Cheers erupted from the squad. Mara surfaced. Rifle up. Smoke choked the valley. Bodies littered the slope. Enemy and theirs. Toma. Casualty count. 3 down, 2 critical, he radioed back, voice steady. Aid stations green for evac. Very clutched her sensor pad, claws clicking, her frills flattened. Shock. Mara read it now. Static cracked. Alien accent sliced through. Liaison Selm, this is Commander Rawl. Extract immediate. Human partnership failed. Vector 1. 9. 0. Shuttle inbound. Squad froze. Eyes locked on Mara. She snatched the mic. Negative, Commander Rawl.
Very stays. We held the ridge.
Silence. Then Rawl. Sergeant Cade, you presume authority. Seln endangers coalition assets. She's gold out here. Mara keyed squad channel open. Everyone heard. Price, back me? Affirm. Captain Price cut in. Cade's squad owns this AO. Liaison's earned her spot. Barry's frills flared. Gratitude. She signed. Stay. Rawl hissed. Selden. Confirm recall. No. Very grabbed the mic. Humans adapt. Trust holds. Shuttle whine faded. Rawl signed off. Fuming implied. Mara slung her rifle. Mount up. Aid station first. Toma's drone buzzed cover as they humped downhill. Very matched stride. Sensors scanning. Private Ramirez draped over Toma's shoulder, pale but breathing. Aid station tense, squatted in a bombed-out village. Medics swarmed. Mara shoved the flap open. Incoming! Doc Hale waved them in. Stretchers lined walls. Humans moaned. Burns. Guts. Limbs gone. Blood pooled. A corpsman sawed off a boot, exposing shredded meat. Very recoiled. Her claws retracted. This. Efficiency? Watch. Mara pointed. Hale triaged Ramirez. No vitals crash. Straight to sutures. Next cot. Gut shot. Pale lips moving prayers. Hale injected morphine. Knife ready. Human baseline, Mara said low. We push through pain. No quit. Very's eyes widened at a soldier laughing through a plasma burn. You normalize this, or die. Mara gripped her shoulder. Your turn later. Burn it. They offloaded wounded. Toma jury-rigged a splint from alien foil. Very, your nano-seal on this? She applied it, wound knit. Soldier sighed relief. Thanks, Squid. Very's frill twitched. Amusement? Outside, enemy probes pinged sensors. Mara pulled Very behind a wall. Time to sink. No chatter. She faced her. Humans read faces. Micro stuff. Watch. Mara tensed jaw. Danger left. Fiery mimicked claws wrong. No. Mara tapped temple. Eyes flick. Like this. She glanced right, nod subtle. Move. Very tried. Clumsy. Mara corrected. Hand flat. Hold. Lip curl. Fire. Again. They drilled. Sweat beaded. Babyri's frills danced. Focus. Toma jogged up. Enemy ambush set up. 300 meters. Flankers. Mara nodded. Our play. Dusk fell. They crept through ruins. Squad fanned. Very's pad hummed. Alien sensors pierced ECM fog. 10 hostiles. Heavy weapons. Mara signaled. Eyes on. Squad low crawled. Very signed back. Perfect micro. Claw twitch. Left clear. Enemy clustered in a courtyard. Unaware. Mara spotted the tempo flaw. They bunched, waiting signals. She curled lip. Fire. Squad held. Very hacked their net. Jammers spiked. Enemy froze. Confused. Now, Mara thumbed grenade. Frag out. It arced perfect. Blast shredded 2. Squad poured fire. Human tempo. Fast. Relentless. Very's claws danced pad. Drone feed redirected enemy arty onto empties. One alien merc bolted. Mara's burst dropped him. Another flanked. Toma's mind clicked. Very signed urgent. Heavy incoming. Eyes flicked up. Mara rolled, pulled her down. Plasma bolt scorched stone. She popped up. Rifle barked. Enemy gunner slumped. Last 2 broke. Squad mopped. Panting, Mara clapped Barry's shell. Nailed it. Very's frills pulse bright, your gestures intuitive chaos. Chaos wins. Mara scanned horizon. Drones whirred. More contacts. Price radioed. Cade, pushed to objective Bravo. Rawls watching feeds. Enemy heavies rumbled closer. Very slotted in tight. Claws signed. Together. Mara grinned. Rifle ready. But sensors screamed. Flank reinforced. No escape this time. Plasma scorched the air inches from Mara's helmet. She yanked Very behind a shattered wall. Squad diving for cover. Enemy heavies, 3 tracked guns, rumbled into position, their turrets swiveling. "Flankers closing!" Toma yelled over comms. "We hold or die." Mara gripped her rifle. No escape meant push through. Squad, Alpha strike. Very, eyes on heavies. Price, request fire support. Now. Price's voice crackled.
Negative, Cade. Coalition veto.
Break the line yourself. Raoul's orders. Very's frills flared red stress. Her claws flew over the pad. Siege line 400 meters east. Weak point at grid 7, 2. But, restricted. Do it. Mara low crawled forward, signaling the squad. Private Ruiz flanked left. Corporal Lena right. Toma prepped demo charges. Enemy barrage hammered their position. Stone chips stung Mara's face. She popped up, squeezed off bursts, 2 gunners down. The third pivoted. Very's pad chimed override. Coalition seals cracked. Data flooded Mara's HUD. Full enemy net. Siege emplacements glowing red. Heavies linked to central node. Disrupt there. Corridor opens. Mara grinned under her visor. Toma, Ruiz. Charges on that node. Lena, suppress. Very, stick. They surged. Mara laid fire, dropping infantry screens. Very signed rapid. Minefield ahead. Dodge left. Mara veered. Squad followed. Explosion rocked behind them. Toma slapped the node. Breaching. Enemy counterfire intensified. A round clipped Mara's pauldron. Pain flared. But she pushed. Very's data painted paths. Arty incoming. Infantry redeploying.
Evac corridor clear in 90 seconds, Mara roared. Pour it on.
Squad tempo peaked. Relentless. Adaptive. Ruiz grenaded a bunker. Lena sniped spotters. Toma's charges ripped the node apart. Siege line fractured. Enemy pulled back. Corridor yawned open. Distant rotors thumped. Evac birds inbound. Panting, Mara scanned. Squad intact. Very's frills pulsed victory blue. You. Anticipated every shift. Teamwork.
Mara clapped her shell, but comms lit up.
Coalition ping breach alert. Hours later, base camp buzzed under floodlights. Mara wiped blood from her gash as MPs marched up. Captain Price flanked them. Face stone. Commander Raoul loomed via hollow. Mandibles clicking fury. Liaison d'Aison, the MP sergeant barked. You violated Protocol 47B. Shared classified sensor nets with unvetted humans. Career ender. Very stiffened. Frills drooping. Necessary. Saved. Mara stepped between them, rifle slung casual. Belay that. Breaches on me. Price's eyes narrowed. Kade? I ordered it. Mara met the MP's gaze. Very flagged restricted data. I invoked field command override. Human protocol, 19C. Lives on the line. Results speak. Rawls hollow flickered. Human override supersedes coalition? Price crossed arms. In our ops, yes. Cade's squad broke the siege. Corridor saved 200 evacuees. Check the feeds. MP Sergeant hesitated, glanced at his pad. Very's claws twitched. Gratitude unspoken. Mara held firm, body blocking her. Confirmed, the MP muttered. But coalition chain. Joint review, Mara cut in. Now. They crammed into the command tent. Price patched Rawl full. Toma synced squad cams. Mara stood shoulder to show with Very. Replay, Mara said. Hollow sprang, ambush, push. Very's data flood, breach. Human grit meshed alien precision, chaos harnessed. Rawl's mandibles stilled.
Your resilience? Normal for humans?
Mara shrugged. Frontline standard. Very's sensors turned it lethal. Very sign subtle. Thank you. Mara nodded micro. Price leaned in. Pairings work. Squad efficiency up 40%. Recommend program-wide. Raoul paused. Feeds showed ripple, other lines cracking under mixed teams. Political calculus shifted. Approved, Rawl rasped. Provisional. Monitor Cade Very first. Cheers erupted outside. Word spread. Toma grinned at Mara. Bridge built, Sarge. Mara exhaled. Trust forged in fire. But Price pulled her aside. Rawl's extract team still orbits. One slip. Very's pad pinged private. Enemy remnants massing. New push? Mira's grip tightened on her rifle. Together? Frills brightened. Together. Drones hummed overhead. First paired squads deploying. Mara let out. Very slotted tight. Horizon glowed war. Coalition feeds whispered doubt, but actions screamed proof. Enemy scouts probed the new corridor. Mara signaled halt. Very's claws danced. Data spike. Trap. Reinforced bunkers. Our play. Mara curled lip. Squad fanned. Chaos tempo resumed. Price watched from CP. Cade's holding. Rawl. You seeing this? Rawl's hollow nodded slow. Humans. Exceed models. Toma patched demo drones. Human ingenuity meshing alien nets. Blast prepped. Very overrode again. Minor this time. Cleared. Mara covered her scan. Frag out. Scouts shredded. Corridor held. Back at CP, joint brief loomed. Mara and Very synced reports. Metrics irrefutable. Pairing scaled. Rawl conceded full. Program adopts. All lines. Price smirked. Leverage gained. Mara clapped Very's shell post-brief. Nailed it. Brills pulsed warm. Your protection. Unexpected.
Team.
But sensors twitched. Deep scan anomaly. Enemy queenship. Mara's radio crackled. Cade high command vector. Pairing.